Hello everyone, this is Ron. Welcome to another King of Fighters All-Star video, and in today's video our topic is going to be Kusanagi. Kusanagi, a character who first arrived in the first Ultimate volume, but back in those days he was not really the main focus because he was kind of overshadowed by the performances of Ash and Psyche, and also Maki was a great support. He was a good support, but probably not as good as we have probably expected something from Kusanagi. But this time, Netmarble has done immense amount of justice to this character. Finally, they make this character not only a great support, but also at the same time a very high damage dealer. And I'm going to today show you two types of gameplays. In the first type of gameplays, I'm going to show you his role as a support, that what type of support he can provide, and in the second gameplay I'm going to show you his role as a damage dealer. So he's a character, he is going to fulfill both a role as a damage dealer and a very valuable support in the game. Now let me take you to the character's profile and explain his kit a little bit. And he has a very interesting core, to be honest, starting from the striker support, because if you are pulling in this banner, probably you are pulling for Kyo. If Kyo is your main damage dealer, then this guy is going to be a great support as a striker. Active skill damage by 60%, and active skill is very important for Kyo. However, increasing active skill damage for YOLO element fighters is more. That means 20% for 10 seconds. That means YOLO element fighter are going to get 20% more. That means totally 80% active skill buff. That's insane, guys. And also grants YOLO element teammates ultimate shield for 3 seconds. This is important, guys, especially in the plugin plant. The only character can do this thing is going to be Mukai. If you but of course only you can use Mukai. Of course you can use Mukai, but if you don't have Mukai in any case scenario, then this character is going to help. But however, his shield is only limited to YOLO element fighters. Now here is this ultimate break and his phantom ultimate break. Both of these things are going to do what? Increase active skill damage of all team members. Ultimate break is going to increase by 100%. Phantom ultimate break is going to increase by 150%. So you would like to have the phantom ultimate break. That means first of all you have to press his awaken skill, then you have to press his phantom awaken skill, then his 150% active skill buff will be activated, and that is going to be activated for 23 seconds, guys. The longest amount of time that any character can provide in the game. However, there is a little bit of surprise here. I'm not really sure if is it a bug or something, because you can see that these are the different tires, tire 1 to 3, and active skill damage buff increasing 27.5, 27.5, and same percentage across the 3 tires. This percentage should have been increased. I'm not really sure what's the case right here, but probably this can be his own style, because if the percentage is even increased, he would be even more OP. But look at this, 800% attack, as same as Terry, as same as Athena, Benimaru, or all the second generation ultimate fighter. However, not as same as Kyo, because Kyo, I think the third generation ultimate fighter, he's already the third generation. PG gain, and look at this, critical damage 400%, the maximum in the game right now. Strike skill damage buff, blast skill damage buff, both of them. Only very rare characters are having both of these buffs. These are the two cores that is going to be his main support core, Battle Instinct and Heat of Battlefield. Now there's a lot of text going on. Let me summarize that how this thing is going to work. The basic thing is you have to get this competitive spirit, and if you get this competitive spirit, then if you throw your 3PG, then basically you will get this buff, that is active skill buff 150% and critical rate 15% for 23 seconds. On, that is going to be for on, that means for himself. But guess what, this entire effect is going to be multiplied 1.5 times for all the teammates, and this extra 1.5 times he is not going to get the buff, but the other teammate, that means the other damage dealers, they are going to get the buff. And if you multiply these percentages by 1.5, that means this 150% is going to turn into 225%, and 15% is going to turn into 22.5% critical rate. Insane buff, guys. And of course, immune to fear, stun, burn, and darkness. That's the other thing. But how to get this competitive spirit? If you go to his main ultimate core, Phantom Ultimate Break, if you tap on this Phantom Ultimate Break, he is going to gain this competitive spirit. So your goal is to activate this Phantom Ultimate Break. Amazing, guys. And also immune to fear, burn, stun, and darkness. Especially darkness immunity is going to help a lot, because these days supports has to do a lot of work in the field. So against Giz Howard, definitely he is going to make your life a lot easy. And of course, he is having this active skill buff, 350%. That's going to be cumulative. Now let's take a good look at his skills before I talk about the cards. And this is going to be his Ultimate Break and Phantom Ultimate Break. You should make sure that you use the Phantom Ultimate Break to get his extra 50% damage active skill buff to his all teammates. Of course, his skills. Now look at something that he has different type of skill. He has grab skill, he has strike skill, he has also blast skill. That's a thing that you will not probably see in damage dealers, because he is not a damage dealer, he is a support. So Netmarble kind of gave him different type of skills, but you will see that usually damage dealers will have only one type of skill, either strike, either blast, or either grab, because that is way more easy to build and empower through different type of effects. Now his most important skill is going to be active 3 skill. This is going to decrease the target's defense by 80%, increase the damage DC by 100%, deals burn damage equal to 1000% attack and target of certain percent. So this skill is going to do the burn his dot, and also target's defense is going to be reduced. So make sure that you use this skill tactfully. Active 2 skill, usual damage, active 1 skill, a lot of PvP exclusive going on. PvP exclusive remove targets damage reflect and disables damage reflect for 10 seconds. Not really too much useful effect in my opinion. And also more exclusive, remove targets hyper armor critical hit shield. This is going to be useful, by the way. And his finisher, increase all teammates momentum by 20% for 23 seconds. This is going to be in itself is probably the most important thing that is in his kit, because this feature, no other support, no other character in the game doesn't really have this feature that is going to increase the teammates momentum. And this character is going to be immensely useful in Age Challenge. And I think it will not be mistaken if I say that this character is even more important than Kyo. Because Kyo is a damage dealer, he is going to be outdated. Look at Terry, he's a damage dealer, he's gone. Kyo will be gone. But this guy, especially due to his momentum buff, that is going to always support you in serious ruby earning game modes like Age Challenge. So this is interesting, guys, very important. And also his finisher, increase active skill of all allies including Cell by 35% for 10 seconds after using this skill. So each and everywhere he has some sort of support. So now let me show you some of the gameplays that I have previously recorded for you. But before that, let me quickly show you the team. And I'm going to show you his card setup and everything. So I'll be playing against Rugal. Oh my god, this loading issue is so annoying. I think it's dead night, 3 AM in the morning, by the way. This time kind of servers are a little bit slow. So the team I'm using, this is going to be a team where I'm going to use him as a damage dealer. He's going to be the in the leader position, of course, and I'm using 2 support, Kazmi and Maki, and of course I'm using usual strikers, Angel. I'm using Oswald as a striker, and also for the damage dealer, I'm using the striker Ultimate Isla. And if I'm going to use him as a support, then I'm going to use this type of team. I'm going to switch him to the support position And in this case, that will be Kusanagi, the main damage dealer. So this is going to be the team combination for both the gameplays. Now let me share the battle cards that I'm using with this character. Show you the battle cards, and of course I'm using this set, but I think his actual banner set is also going to do a very good job. That means let me quickly find the set. This one right here. This set is his banner set. This is going to do really good. Almost similar effect. So I kind of tested with both sets, and both sets are performing kind of well. In terms of option cards, probably you would like to use this sort of option cards available in the banner. Increase critical rate, critical active skill damage, because his damage is going to be done to the active skill. And I'm also adding this card. Attack 5%, increase attack by 55% when Ultimate Fighters lands an active skill. And I have kind of tried with the normal other option cards. Probably they are not going to work. This type of option card, or if you can use another option card, let me show that another option card that's also available in the banner. This option card you can also use. So similar effect, increasing attack. And in terms of plugins, guys, kind of he's actually having both blast and strike skill in his core. Let me show you that he's having strike skill 200, blast skill 200. So you can actually customize his kit in the way you like. That's also possible. And if you go to his skills, active skill 2406% damage, active 2 skill, 3 skill, more or less the same type of features. So in anyways, the plugins that I'm using this one that is going to give me some attack. This one is also some attack, and yes, only some attack. Other stuff are not going to work. I think this only attack. Some random plugins I'm using. My plugins for this guy is not really good. I haven't really farmed too much, by the way. So let me show the gameplay. Oh, by the way, let me show you one thing really quick. Look at this. I don't have any imprint stone, any banner imprint stone in him. I kind of use these imprint stones. This is normal double attack imprint stones. 10% attack from the top field. On the third tier, 12% attack. In total, 22% attack each and every stone. Middle effect is not going to work at all because it is totally random. So if you are pulling in this banner as a new character for the first time, and if you don't have his imprint stone, you can actually use this sort of imprint stone. For the star and moon, it's too bad. It's just HP and some attack from here. And this one is also even less, only 10% attack. This stone, it is going to increase HP, however, decrease damage dealt to defense and balance type enemies. So whenever you're fighting against Rugal, this stone you can also use. However, if you are planning to use any double attack normal YOLO stone, which I don't have probably, but let me quickly see. No, I don't really have a YOLO stone, but this type of stones you might actually have. This, of course, this type of stones. This one is ideal, guys. Balance type fighter, increase attack. This is a nice stone. However, this is equipped with another character. And I couldn't really test with the actual stones, actual banner stones, because if we want to use, we need to have this sort of items. I don't really have them. I kind of did a lot of experiments. So considering the fact that we are not really having perfect imprint stone, totally imperfect setup, let's see how far we can go. And I'm going to now pull the gameplay, and the first gameplay is going to be as a support. And let me quickly turn it on. Okay, so we're going to start the gameplay, and Kyo is going to be the main damage dealer. And first of all, as usually, doing a couple of 3 PG and gain some PG and throwing the 3 PG. And for Kusanagi, you'll see that playing with Kusanagi is so easy because he is the king of skill resets. He is always will have some sort of skills ready somewhere. You can always throw his skills. It's so cool and it's so easy, so comforting to play with him, guys. Look at this. Each and every time he is having the skills. So first of all, you have to press the Phantom Awakening button, do a couple of skills, then Phantom Awakening button, couple of skills. Make sure that you do the skill number 3 at the last position because before you tag out. And now look at this. We are doing good damage. Really nice. Not, of course, as good as Maki is a support. I never say that Kusanagi is a better support, but Maki is of course a better support, but Kusanagi is of course on the second rank. If we rank the support, Maki is going to be like triple S rank or something, and this character will be on the double S rank for sure as hell. Alright. See, his skills are always there, and as a result there is no problem in breaking the meter of the boss or doing anything. Okay, so second rotation, look at this. In the second rotation the damage is even higher. I think we are going more than, what should I say? The reason is he kind of got his core activated. That is going to increase the critical rate of the character. That core is going to be affected only if you throw the 3PG when he is already in his activated Phantom Awaken mode. So that's the thing. So 9 more seconds left. 9 more seconds left, and looks like we are closing to 60 trillion mark, guys. So within the first minute, this character was able to provide the support that is good enough for Kyo Kusanagi to do around 60 trillion damage, which is really good, and it is going even more, guys. Look at the damage numbers. The numbers are actually higher than I'm saying. So as a support, maybe he's not as good as Maki, but of course he is quite good, and most characters or any characters are going to get the benefit from his as a support. Now it's time to see that what about all those attack buffs and critical damage buffs, how he is going to do as an actual main damage dealer. And now I'm going to use Kusanagi as the main damage dealer, Maki is the support, and another support is of course Kazumi. So let's go ahead, same card setup that I showed. Alright, let's go. Couple of skills, do the 3PG. Very easy to play with, guys. As I said that his skills are always ready. Even after the 3PG, you will see that I still will be able to spam the skills, but I have to tag in Maki in. Maki doing a 3PG. Very good. Alright. Break the meter. Oswald in. Meter is almost broken. And Kyo in. Look at this. Of course we have to do this 1 2 3 or 3 2 1. It doesn't really matter. You have to spam his skills. First you have to press the awakening, then the Phantom Awakening, then skills. I mean, it is very easy to play with, guys. Look at the damage numbers, guys. 12 trillion on the first rotation. A character with no banner stone, improper setup, improper battle cards, still he's doing 12 trillion damage on the first rotation. Let's see how far he can go. Alright, so awakening, a couple of skills, then Phantom Awakening. That's the rotation I'm doing. First I'm doing the awakening, couple of skills, then Phantom Awakening, then spam. Let's go. Look at this. Very good damage. I mean, I think I can do with him double the damage if I had the proper Imbrine stones, or at least I think 70% more damage. Alright. Maki doing her thing. It is broken. Awaken, skill. Phantom awaken. Boom, boom. Look at this. 1 minute mark. We are already more than 30 trillion, guys. More than 30 trillion. We'll watch a couple of more rotations, guys. One more rotation. So it proves the fact that this character is a kind of a complete package who is going to serve his role as a damage dealer also, but also at the same time a great support. Of course, his role as a damage dealer is not that great. As you can see, he can do a very high amount of damage, but of course the damage dealer numbers are way higher, so I am not even going to compare that. But he is still able to provide you a respectable amount of damage, and at the same time he will be a future asset, because in this game assets, I mean the supports are always considered as assets. So if you are having a good support in front of you, and if you are having enough rubies, and if you don't really have Maki right now, especially if you don't have Maki in your account, I think Kusanagi is going to be a very valuable support. At the same time, I think the importance of Kusanagi is even a little bit more important than Maki, because he is the only support who is going to buff the momentum, and the actual use of Kusanagi we will understand only when the age challenge is going to come, guys. And a lot of you actually suffered kind of a lot of problems in the previous ages, and I think we are very close to the final minute. 3 more seconds left. Look at this, guys. 90 plus trillion. I can easily do way more damage, so I'm not really getting surprised, because I know that the capability of this character is actually way more high. So overall, I should say that if Netmarble has done any justice to any of the old characters in this banner, that is Kusanagi, not really Saiki, because Saiki's buff is kind of, I'm not really happy. Personally, I'm very sad about it, because I had big plans about Saiki. But on the other hand, Kusanagi is kind of getting this momentum buff for the entire team. That is going to create the way for all the future damage dealers to do very high damage in Age Challenge. So I hope this video was helpful to you in understanding that how far this character is going to support your account. So thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to support the content, support the channel, and I hope to see you guys soon in some other videos. Till then, stay awesome and peace out, my friends.